Hi guys, welcome back to our video. We are going to be talking all about how breastfeeding has been going, how things have changed, our plans for weaning, how she's eating now, that we're doing solids, and just all the good things. So Callie's gonna be in this video, so it's gonna be a little crazy. But I haven't done a breastfeeding video since probably when she was like 2 to 3-ish months, and she is now 8 months old. So I stopped doing breastfeeding videos because honestly it got to be, we reached like the easy breastfeeding. There wasn't really any issues or anything anymore, so I just kind of stopped talking about it. But breastfeeding has definitely changed as she has gotten older, and I want to talk about some of those things and just all the things. That is the dog's toy. I will get you a toy. That's yucky. I would say the most difficult struggle right now with breastfeeding is just she's so distracted. And I know it's normal for babies to get distracted. I just saved your life. How many times a day do you save your baby's life from like literally falling and like knocking their head super hard? So she's just so distracted, and I used to be able to feed her anywhere, anytime. She would latch on, no problem. Now it's like she will not eat unless she is hungry and unless there's no distractions. Everything else is way cooler than like staring at my armpit. So, oh my gosh, I'll just show you guys. You carrying that around like a dog? Oh. She's been doing that. She's been crawling around with toys in her mouth like the dogs. I really have to like take her into a kind of a dark, dim room, and it's quiet and just no distractions. Like no one can walk by, no one can talk, or else she'll get distracted. So some of the tips of things I've been doing, sorry, I know this is probably so distracting having her in this video, but it just is what it is. If you're watching this video, you probably have kids and get it. But so some of the things that I'll do is I will take a blanket and kind of wrap it around her and like put it over her head and her face, or give her like a toy to kind of snuggle with so she has something to play with, or I will like hook a toy to my bra strap so she has something to play with. But really, like there was one week where she barely ate because she was so distracted, and I mean I figured I guess if she gets hungry enough she'll eat. But it just, you know, stresses you out as a parent. You want to make sure that your kid is like eating and growing and healthy, and obviously she's growing, but crazy pants. I've heard that most babies go through this phase and they basically just have to learn that the world can go on around them while they still eat, and they don't need to stop and look. Kind of like how we can hear a car drive by and we don't need to stop and look at the car. We know it's a car, we know it drove by, we're good. Kind of same thing with babies, except like everything is stimulating to them, so they just like have to stop and look. My lactation consultant told me months ago, she's like, babies that are easily distracted are smart babies. So I'm just gonna like keep telling myself that she's smart. She eats about every 2.5 to 3.5 hours during the day, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little bit more, and she eats about 5 to 6 times a day. I actually did a whole video on what she eats in the day, including breastfeeding and solids, because we're at 2 meals a day right now. And so I will link that video below. I'll also link my other breastfeeding videos in case you guys are curious to kind of see how our journey has gone with some of the struggles. Is that silly? You're very distracting and cute. As far as my supply goes, I still kind of have an oversupply, I would think. I still pump one time before bed just to pump 3 to 5 ounces to kind of have like some extra, and that gets me through the night when she's sleeping. I wake up in the morning, I'm very, very full and engorged, but I don't really have any issues as far as like issues with my nipples anymore. Occasionally I'll get a clogged duct or two, but very, very rarely, and it goes away usually pretty easily. But when I'm pumping for work, I will usually pump, because I'll have to pump the entire day because I'm gone before she wakes up usually, and go back when she's in bed. But usually I will pump probably about 36-ish ounces, plus or minus. I think that's how much I'll pump in a day, maybe a little more, I don't know. So I'm still kind of have a little oversupply, which I'm fine with because it's been manageable. It's not causing me any issues. Also, when I got my period a couple weeks ago, my supply cut in less than half. So I'm just doing everything and anything to like keep up my supply. When that happened, I was like having to nurse her and then feed her with a bottle, and then I was pumping afterwards to kind of like just keep that stimuli going. And I drink a lot of water, coconut water, Body Armor I heard is good, so I was drinking that. Eating oatmeal, things with brewer's yeast and flaxseed, and just trying everything to keep my supply up. And it did come back, but it was kind of scary for a couple days. She's just so weird. So let's talk weaning, because I know you guys are probably wondering how we're gonna wean. I don't really know. I kind of want to leave it up to her. I don't really have a plan, like at 1 year, she's done. I would like her to continue to breastfeed if she wants to beyond a year, but maybe eventually over time, just it be in the mornings and at night or before a nap. I really love breastfeeding. It's very therapeutic for me, and I know she likes it too, but I can tell as time goes on, breastfeeding for her is more like, thanks, got my food, bye. Not like when they're little and they just love breastfeeding so much. So she does like it. It is calming to her, especially before bed, but I think over time she's gonna kind of not want to do it because she's just a busy body, busy mind, little active girl. So I don't really know how I'm planning to wean. I know that Feeding Littles, they have an Instagram, has some information on weaning. So I'm gonna let her decide, but probably as we get closer to a year / beyond, we'll just start by cutting out 1 feed a day for a while, and then maybe another feed until we're just down to morning and night. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't mind breastfeeding. I just hate pumping, and when I'm at work, it's just, if I had to do it exclusively, shout out to all the moms who pump exclusively, like you guys, you're rock stars. She's like, how can I pull up on mom? Hey little creeper. Creeper. We are still pretty much dairy free, not like 100%. I'm staying dairy free because it takes longer to get out of my breast milk than if I just give her something. She seems to do fine with like yogurt and just dairy here and there, but if she gets too much, she gets really cranky. But there's no outward symptoms as far as like, you know, an upset stomach or vomiting or diarrhea or rash or anything like that that would point to her having like an actual allergy. So I don't know. I think she's growing out of it. I think we just need to be slow with it, because anytime that we have too much dairy, you get a little bit crazy. Oh, don't hit me in the face. I think she wants to eat. Ow. Biting. Let's talk biting, because you bite me sometimes. She only bites when she does not want to eat and I'm kind of trying to force it. I know it sounds bad, but if I'm holding her up and she's like, I'm done, I already told you I'm done, she will bite my nipple, which is not cool, especially now that she has top and bottom teeth. It hurts. It hurts really bad. What I do when she bites me is, honestly, I just like, I'll hug her in really tight so then her face squishes against my boobs, so she has to let go to get air. And then I like give her a stern no, and I know she knows that that's wrong, or so. I don't think she knows that it's wrong, but she can sense in my tone of voice that she did something that she wasn't supposed to, because when I say no very stern, she gets like upset. So it's kind of cute, but it's kind of sad. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to pop in a few more things that people have been asking me through my Instagram and stuff. But a lot of people ask me how often I pump at work. I try to pump 4 times at work. I work a 12-hour shift, and I pump once before I leave work and once when I get home, so that's 6 times a day. She usually eats 5 to 6 times a day, so occasionally at work I'll pump only 3 times. But I only work part-time, so it's only 2 days a week that I have to do it. So my typical pumping schedule would be 6 a.m., 9, 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and then before bed I'll do like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I get a range of amounts, but typically in the morning, if she doesn't eat before I pump, I will pump 12 to 14 ounces. The next pump I'll usually pump 6, and then 5, 5, 5, 4. I don't know how much that is. Can someone add that up? Anyways, I'm super thankful that we've been able to breastfeed this long. If you're still watching this video, I also want to say that no matter how you feed your baby, you are killing it. You're a rock star mama. You're doing what's best for your baby and your family and yourself, which a lot of people feel guilty if they don't breastfeed. But like at the end of the day, if you're not a happy mama because you're breastfeeding, your kids aren't going to be happy. So if that means you need to supplement with formula, do both. If you need to just pump, whatever you need to do for your family and baby, like, that's awesome, and you're doing a great job. So I support all mamas, no matter how you feed your baby, but just wanted to pop that little thing in there. And thanks for watching, guys, if you're still watching, because we're at the end of this video. But actually, if you're still watching right now, comment down below, let's see, your favorite brand of jeans, and then everyone will be like, why are you commenting that? Okay, sound good? All right, see you in my next video.